station.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness
Hey,
News.
it's not that deep. You can walk across.
Now at 6, updating breaking news as we honor the life of the man behind several iconic films. This morning, Hollywood is mourning the loss of director Rob Reiner. We have live team coverage as police comb through details surrounding his death.
Plus, stepping up security, members of the Jewish community are on edge this morning after a deadly mass shooting at a Hanukkah celebration. The top 4 safety tips from local police.
Not the kind of porch pirate we're used to covering. A local woman is accusing a delivery driver of dropping off a package and leaving with her cat.
And hey, good morning. Be careful this morning. If you're traveling out on the roadways, you have a lot of dense fog. Some areas are a lot thicker than others. You want to give yourself plenty of extra time. We have a warm day ahead, so I'll show you that coming up. Stay with us.
Good Monday morning to you. I'm Rachel Brown here with Tony Cabrera and Irene Cruz. John is off today. We'll
have your detailed forecast and morning commute in minutes. But first, our big story this morning, the death of Rob Reiner.
Our team coverage begins live from Brentwood with Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil. Madison?
Tony, Irene, Rachel, in the last 2 minutes or so, police have just reopened the street behind us where this investigation has been underway. As we've been reporting all morning, the details of this story are so heartbreaking and still developing at this hour. We do know that overnight, the medical examiner arrived here at the home of legendary Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife. But this all began yesterday around 3:30 in the afternoon when LAPD officers raced to this home here on South Chadbourne. Once inside, officers found 2 victims. Senior law enforcement sources have confirmed to ABC News that both victims were stabbed to death. At this hour, the LAPD says no one is in custody and they have not identified a suspect. They are talking to all of the family members and working this investigation around the clock.
At this time, the Los Angeles Police Department is not seeking anyone as a suspect or as a person of interest or in any other manner. And we will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward. There are going to be many family members interviewed. I'm not going to confirm whether someone's being interviewed at this time or not. We're going to try and speak to every family member that we can to get to the facts of this investigation.
A representative for the Reiner family has released a statement that says in part, quote, "It is with profound sorrow that we announce the tragic passing of Michelle and Rob Reiner. We are heartbroken by this sudden loss, and we ask for privacy during this unbelievably difficult time." Now, the LAPD has not told us this morning who placed that initial call to 911 out of this home here in Brentwood. We do expect to learn additional details throughout the day. We'll keep you updated on this investigation. But for now, we're live in Brentwood. Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Madison, thank you. Meanwhile, Reiner was a key player, of course, in Hollywood. And this morning, fans have been stopping by his star on the Walk of Fame.
Our team coverage continues now from Hollywood Boulevard with Eyewitness Monica Deanda. Monica?
Well, good morning. You can see here behind me Rob Reiner's star. There are roses here. There are other flowers and candles as the community comes together to mourn director Reiner as well as his wife, Michelle. Here is more of the tributes we've been hearing this morning. Take a listen.
Oh, I'm shocked. And I remember him from way back when, starting with All in the Family. And I'm just such a great social activist, and I'm really sad and shocked. I couldn't believe it, you know? You just don't know what's happening in people's lives. Yeah, it's just very scary.
And just that's the way that they went, given that everything that they contributed to society and the arts in general. It's just like he deserved more, and his wife deserved more.
Actor John Cusack also reacting to Reiner's death, saying, quote, "I am shocked by the death of Rob Reiner, a great man." And Ben Stiller also weighing in, saying, quote, "What a huge loss. Rob Reiner was one of my favorite directors. He made some of the most formative movies for my generation." Now, as we come back out here live, again, we expect more fans to come out here and pay their respects at the star of Rob Reiner. We also know that the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce will be here this morning as well to place some flowers here. Reporting live in Hollywood, Monica de Anda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So many questions left. Monica, thank you. And our coverage of the life of Rob Reiner will continue all day right here on Eyewitness News. You can always find the very latest on our website, abc7.com. Just scan the QR code on your screen.
6:05 this morning, a live look outside. It's Monday, and it's a foggy Monday. Here's a view over Long Beach. I was driving into work this morning, and I'm going up the 5. Normally, I could see downtown. Nope, not today.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't see downtown, which it kind of disorients you a little bit. Like, am I on the right freeway?
Where am I?
We're going to get the right exit.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Be careful. We're waking up and we're walking out the door to this dense fog. And some areas, just like Tony had mentioned, are a little bit worse than others. So this morning, right now into Long Beach, we've been watching this camera. It's been getting a little thicker over the last 30 minutes or so. 56 degrees right now in Long Beach, 48 degrees into Burbank and Riverside. And then heading outside, the dense fog advisories where we're seeing the worst of the fog right now up against some of our foothills, Pasadena through Monrovia out towards Pomona, down through areas closer towards, it looks like Roland and into Whittier, La Mirada, Alhambra, and El Monte. You're in there too. So again, this is going to be the case this morning. Lots of fog widespread, but some spots a little worse than others. Back to 73 degrees over in downtown Los Angeles this afternoon, so it's going to be a nice and mild day. Also, if you're heading out towards Orange County, you have the fog there too, 71 degrees. And if you're traveling out towards our valleys or Inland Empire, it's going to be 80 later on this afternoon. So it's a warm one today. We have some very warm weather out towards the valleys and IE still hanging on. The coastline, it's going to be 65 degrees. Then the mountains, 61. The high desert communities getting up to 69 degrees later on today. Okay, we'll have more coming up in a full forecast. We do have a nice pattern setting up for this week. And then could we see some rain on Christmas? That's all ahead. All right, Scott Reif, Air 7 watching on the roads. Over to you.
Yeah, Leslie, boy, it's been a tough morning on our freeways. We have a couple fatalities. Now, this one right here is really going to cause heavy delays well into the morning. Happened early on the 210 freeway eastbound at Myrtle. It's a fatal accident, according to reports, may have been caused by a wrong-way driver, and only the far right lane is open. Now, once again, it's on the freeway, the 210 freeway eastbound, which is not the high-volume side, but look at the backup. Now, you can take Colorado, and you can get on at Myrtle. That'll really help you for eastbound travel. For westbound travel, if you want to avoid some of those heavy delays, it looks like Foothill Boulevard. That's off to the left there. It parallels the 210. That's a much better drive than the freeway, so keep that in mind. But, boy, there's still a lot of fog out there. You mentioned it, and it's down in an area and may have contributed to another fatal crash. We'll show you on the 60 freeway. 60 freeway eastbound at the 605. At least the right lane is blocked there. That's where a vehicle went over the side of the freeway and caught on fire. One fatality in that incident. We don't see huge delays on the 60 eastbound, but activity off to the shoulder could slow things a bit, so keep that in mind. And then on the 605 southbound, a lot of fog in this area as well. 605 southbound at Firestone, a crash off to the shoulder. And that 605 south getting heavy. That drive down through Santa Fe Springs into Norwalk on the 605, you're going to need some extra time. Rachel?
Scott, thank you. Officially underway over the weekend, several events were held across Southern California to kick off the event, the holiday, and security was top of mind after a deadly incident targeting Jewish people in Australia.
The LA County Sheriff's Department has important tips for people gathering to observe Hanukkah. Arrive and depart in groups when possible. Be aware of your surroundings and report suspicious behavior or packages. Also, trust your instincts. If something feels out of place, notify staff or call 911 if it's an emergency.
Well, this morning we're expecting to learn more about the FBI's work to stop a potential terror attack.
It comes after a number of search warrants were executed across Southern California on Friday, including one in Glendale, which we have not confirmed is connected. Federal agents would only tell us they were executing a criminal search warrant.
A hearing is slated to get underway today over California's newly approved U.S. House redistricting maps. The Department of Justice and the California Republican Party argue the maps were illegally drawn to benefit Hispanic voters. In last month's special election, voters approved Prop 50 to win more seats for Democrats after Republicans in Texas decided to redraw district lines.
The Los Angeles Rams are headed to the playoffs for the third season in a row. It is a big win for the team as they beat the Detroit Lions 41-34 yesterday. The NFL's top-seeded Rams are now 11-3.
The Rams are set to battle the Seattle Seahawks Thursday. Meantime, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is out after tearing his ACL in yesterday's game against the LA Chargers. ESPN reports that Mahomes and the team are now exploring surgical options. The Chargers eliminated the Chiefs from the playoffs in a 16-13 victory.
It's time for, our local teams to, go to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Right? Let's go. All right.